Hello everyone, I'm bringing to you a creature feature on Abomasnow. This is part 1 of 3. I'll have another 2 sets going up on my YouTube channel as well. I wanted to put Abomasnow through its paces because I had a perfect one and I figured why not. It looks like it's got some potential according to PV Poke with its rather spammy Powder Snow Weather Ball combination and Energy Ball for coverage. So with that in mind, the 3 sets I've got for you today are 2 in Premier Cup and 1 in the Open Ultra League. They'll go up separately, so this one's going to keep it fairly short and sweet. As yesterday, I've got a bit of music going on in the background. I've turned the volume up just a little bit, so let me know if that's working for you, and I'll just hop into some matches. We're accompanying this with double waters because one of our biggest threats is the ever-present Charizard. We've also got problems with Machamps, so that's what the Gyarados is for. And sure enough, we lead straight into a Machamp. This hits super effective, so we switch to the Swampert. Swampert does quite well against the spammy fighter, and we'll save up the Gyarados for later. They bring out a Snorlax in return, so we go straight into Hydro Cannons. Body Slams are inconvenient, but they're not a disaster. We do still have to watch out for the odd superpower going through. Given their Switch Lock though, we're going to take the gamble and hope they don't throw it. Okay, so Body Slam comes through. We've got Hydro Cannon, going to build up for another one. Bit of an energy lead again. That's mostly to throw off their counting a little bit, and also so if they do go down, we end up with a bit of an energy lead, so we get to our next Hydro Cannon before the next Body Slam. There we go. Oops, and there goes the Go Plus, picking up another stop. There we go. So, won the switch, that's good. Matchup comes out, and we don't quite get to a Hydro Cannon. But it does mean we now align the Gyarados to it. We've got to watch out the Rock Slides, so we're going to have to double shield here. But hopefully we should be able to nibble it down, and because we resist the damage otherwise. There we go, next Rock Slide coming through, shield that. We're pecking away with the Dragon Breath. Dragon Breath's quite a good damaging move. It's not so good on the energy gain, but it's still a very solid choice generally. There we go, and Aqua Tail going through, nearly finished it off, and we're just going to nibble it down. So we've got some energy in hand, we're down 2 shields, but out comes Gengar. This is going to hurt, so we're going to throw the Aqua Tail and try and get those shields off. And there we go. First shield, we're going to get to the second shield, there we go, second shield, yep. Does mean it's probably going to be able to one-shot us with all the energy it's building up, but we're just going to have to hope. So incoming is probably a Shadow Punch, because that should be enough to take us down. And it does. So now comes the Abomasnow. They're going to Shadow Ball us probably, or maybe they haven't got quite enough energy for that. Maybe it's a Shadow Punch. Okay, so Shadow Punch comes out. Now if we can get to a... Okay, they concede. I think they might not be able to get to a Shadow Ball in time for us to Weather Ball them, so we win that one. Next up, we're going to lead into Napoleon. Now this is a very rather inconvenient lead because it does have some good play against the whole team. However, Energy Ball will do it some harm, so we're just going to build up a bit more energy. We're going to let them... Sorry, we're going to shield the incoming Draw Peck because that will be super effective against us. And we're just going to bait them with the Weather Ball. Hopefully they'll get a shield because the Energy Ball will actually hurt quite a bit. And we don't, and you can see the Weather Ball doesn't do a lot of good. So we're just going to throw an Energy Ball next and see if they think we're baiting still. And there we go, that lands, that does a decent amount even though it's neutral, so I think we're going to be able to peck away with Weather Balls now, which is one of the advantages of this. Whilst you aren't doing a lot of damage with them, they're just so very spammy. So, next Weather Ball coming through, this will take off most of their remaining health, not quite all of it, so we get a shield. We are still in a shield deficit here, so it's not great, but we get to the Weather Ball again. We are quite considerably outpacing them to the charge moves, so, and almost, but not quite. So we're going to go down here because it doesn't really matter what they throw, they're going to put us down. But we have almost taken out an Napoleon with 2 shields to 1. It's not great really. Anyway, it was always going to be tough for this team, Napoleon. So next up we'll see what they want to bring out. And it's a Togekiss. Okay, so Togekiss is okay for Swampert. With Sludge Wave landing it will do a lot of damage, but we think they know that, so we're just going to go for Hydro Cannon. If they want to save a shield, well, okay. We landed the Sludge Wave, just going to go for another Hydro Cannon. This will take them down into low health if they don't shield it, and there we go. So, unfortunately, we can't quite nibble it down all the way because the Mud Shot not doing much damage to it. That's always a flaw with Swampert versus Togekiss. However, it's low enough health now that we should get a bit of a farm going on with Dragon Breath, and just hope they've got something we can take out in the back with a shield. And it's a Snorlax. I don't think we're going to do this. Gyarados does quite well, but Snorlax has a shield lead, and Snorlax can win a lot of matchups with just 1 shield advantage. So we're just going to go for it, but at this point I'd be thinking of conceding if I wasn't going to be putting it on YouTube later. We'll play it out. We'll play it out. It's only sporting. Incoming Body Slam. And there we go. There's the Body Slam coming through, and they're going to get to another one easily before we get our last Aqua Tail. Yes, there we go. Good game to my opponent. It was closer than I was afraid it might be, though. So it's not too bad. But they did have a shield left, so they could have shielded any of those moves at any point. Right, next up, we have Abomasnow leading into Milotic. Again, a decent matchup here actually, because we resist the water damage and we throw super effective with our energy ball. We are going to build up an energy ball, and well, they'll get to their move. I'm pretty sure this is a surf, so it's not very effective. I'm not quite sure why they're throwing at us actually. I'd have been thinking about switching now, but either way, we go straight into energy ball. Just throw energy balls at them. It's no joke when they land. It'll take off a lot of their health. So there we go. Another pair of balls going through. And okay, so probably another surf incoming. Again, this will be not very effective, so like I say, I'm not quite sure why they're staying in, but maybe they've got something in the back that really doesn't like this. And we're just going to throw one last weather ball and not pop all the bubbles, with the idea of hopefully it'll take it down. Well, it took him out. We didn't get the energy lead. Obstagoon finishes it off, but that's okay because now we can align the Gyarados with it and nibble away. This is a fairly even matchup. Counter does do a lot of damage even when resisted, and Night Slash is neutral. However, in return, our Aqua Tail and our Dragon Breath are neutral, and well, there we go. So, Aqua Tail going through. We don't need to do anything clever here. We can just nibble away with Aqua Tails, and they're going to nibble away with Night Slashes. We're just going to hold on to our shields because hopefully that will give us options for the end game. There we go. So they're going to get to a Night Slash first, probably. No, not quite. So now we probably don't even need to shield at all, so that's good. And there we go. So Togekiss in the back. Doesn't do too well against this, but we've seen this one before. However, the good news is we've got shield advantage, so hopefully we can now beat this Togekiss with Hydro Cannon going through. They'll probably have to shield this, only because the Sludge Wave will finish them quickly, and we do. So we're going to build up again, and they'll throw their attack. We'll shield it. Actually, I'm starting to get concerned that the charm damage is adding up a bit too quickly, so okay, we're going to the Sludge Wave, see how much damage that does. And it very nearly finishes the job, but farmed down by charm. So guys, close run though. Well done to my opponent. Into our next match. We're leading Abomasnow into a Swampert. So, a decent neutral matchup really. We hit for neutral. Ooh, bit of lag there. And they've got to that move far too fast. I think that's because of the lag. So we'll have to see if we can play this out. Hydro Cannon is not very effective though, so that's their freebie really. The Muck comes out and we go for a switch into Swampert. Swampert hits a super effective Mud Shot, and Hydro Cannon still does it quite a lot of damage. We're just going to let the charge move land. Sludge Wave. I think that's an error on their part because Sludge Wave is not very effective again, but so it goes. We'll throw the Hydro Cannon and see if they've got something better than Sludge Wave to throw out in return. Might be some strange combination of moves here. And incoming is Dark Pulse. Okay, so that'll be the sensible play for the previous one, but it doesn't make much difference. I think we're going to comfortably be able to farm them down. We're going for a cheeky, greedy farm. Blow our shields to build up that huge monstrous energy lead on Swampert that makes it so deadly. We've gone into a shield deficit, so it's a bit of a hazardous play. However, we do now have 2.5 Hydro Cannons ready to throw out whatever comes out next. And sure enough, now I don't know why I did that. That's just stupid on my part. That's just a complete waste of energy. But still, Hydro Cannon we'll use instead. Misplays today are the name of the game. Okay, so Hydro Cannon going through. We'll see if we get to another one in time. Just about, but not quite. Okay, so not quite there. They're going to probably unload, well, doesn't really matter actually. It'll finish us off no matter what. So now we bring the Gyarados out because that does a bit better against it than the Abomasnow. Aqua Tail coming through. They're going to probably be drill running us, but we resist that, so that's okay. There you go, it doesn't really do very much at all. Flying is double resisting. We throw an Aqua Tail here because we do actually hope they shield it, but if they didn't, we wanted to be able to farm them down a little bit. So Swampert comes in. Swampert's quite a good matchup because obviously the moves they throw at us, aside from the Sludge Wave that they almost certainly have, won't be hitting us for super effective or indeed neutral. We resist the ground, we resist the water. And we'll find out what they've got. Probably be a Sludge Wave now. Yes, there we go. There's the Sludge Wave. That's taken us down a long way, but we've managed to nibble down that Swampert quite a bit. They're probably going to get to another sludge wave if we don't... okay. Maybe they've not got another sludge wave, I'm going to have to hope. Hydro Cannon. Okay, so Hydro Cannon will resist, that's okay. Again, we're just going to let the moves go through to finish it off a little bit and then just get one more Powder Snow's worth of energy. Because I think it's going to matter here, and we're just going to go straight into Weather Balls. It resists both our moves, so we may as well go for the spammiest ones, but it's not enough to help, so good game to my opponent. And next up, we're going into leading into a Gengar. So this is a reasonable matchup, I think. We're hurting them, they're hurting us. They can't really afford to take the charge moves though, so we're just going straight into the spam option of throwing Weather Balls. They switch into Machamp on us, which is a sensible play on their part, but it's still going to do a reasonable amount, and we're going to get the Swampert out to face off the Machamp. And we're just going to nibble away with Aqua Tails again. Because we've seen a Machamp and a Gengar, I'm going to guess there's a Snorlax hiding in the back for us, because that's a fairly common team pattern. They all do cover each other quite nicely. Oh, that's close combat. No, I love close combat, but not when it's used against me. That's not fair. Right, so we're going to bring out the Gyarados, and no, we're going to bring out Abomasnow out because we're going to have to hope they throw another close combat. They're already debuffed, you see, so we're encouraging to stay in with a debuffed Machamp rather than switch out and clear it. And sure enough, we managed to take it down. Out comes Lapras, so we're going to bait with a Weather Ball and see if they'll go for that. Weather Ball does an embarrassingly small amount of damage, but that's okay because we're going to Energy Ball next and hopefully get the actual damage to land. There we go, healthy chunk there. I don't know why I threw a Weather Ball there. I think it's because I wasn't going to get to an Energy Ball, because if they throw now then they're going to take us out. So we might as well get a little bit of chip damage off. And now it's time for Gyarados to try and carry the day. We've got a shield in our lead, and we're just going to gamble that they've got a Surf ready here. It's a Skull Bash. Yikes, that hurts. But Gengar comes out, and we've not going to get to a crunch, but we do have the shield, so hopefully we can get the crunch to land and nibble that away. There we go. Go for a crunch. Not quite. Damn it. So this is going to take us out. Oh, I think that would have been a bit closer, but so it goes. Right, there we go. That's my first set of the day. 5 matches played in Ultra Premier. I think that was an okay showing, but I wasn't overly impressed. Even so, I'd be interested to know if you've got the Abomasnow Snowman out to play, and whether you find it's, snow joke or something there's ice to see on the other side. Cheers, have a good one.